friends. So have you ever tried to paint a rose and it just ends up looking not like a rose? The petals get confusing. Maybe like you keep adding more details and somehow it gets worse instead of better. Well, I think that's one of the most common struggles I see with watercolor florals, especially with roses, and I had them myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to loosen things up and let watercolor do more of the work for you. I have these beautiful roses that just bloomed for my birthday yesterday. I got the first one, took a photograph of it, and if you do want the printable sketch, I have it up on Patreon along with the full-time tutorial where we share lots of stuff. We have 2 years worth of videos, tutorials without ads. And if you want to peek around, you get a 7-day free trial. Of course, we hope you stick around for the rest of the year and you can go through probably 2 years worth of tutorials. And we do a live 5-minute Friday every week. All right, let's get into it. So in this tutorial, I'll walk you through how I approach the petals in stages, starting very light. We'll let things dry. We'll come back to deepen those shadows and those shapes. And you'll see how I handle everything, including the stems, the leaves, with a little bit more earthy, textured look to balance out the softness of the flower. So if you've ever struggled with roses, you've worried about overworking them, they felt stiff, this is a great one to practice. Let go a little bit, trust the process. And I would love to know below in the comments if you struggle painting flowers. Let me know. And which flower is it that you get the most frustrated with? Always curious. All right, it was so cool for my birthday. My flowers bloomed. Actually, my magnolia tree bloomed too. So I had a 2-4 yesterday. So I was so excited. So we're going to start out with a very light wash here, just a soft pink, lots of water with this one. I used the colors magenta, flame red, a little bit of yellow, I think it was mixed in there, and some cad orange. And we're just going to go in with some water first, and then we're going to drop in some of that color. So I'm not defining my petals yet, so you want to just think of this as placing color on the paper. Let it bleed, let it move. You don't want to try to control it too much. This is usually where I would go wrong when I first started. It was about trying to control everything at first, and usually I started to draw the roses like right away with a brush. So I want you to think of it this way: more soft shapes, just the color, and very light to begin. All right, then once that first layer is dry, we're going to come in and then I start suggesting some petal shapes. Now I have drawn this in, which certainly helped. And so I'm trying to create those illusion of petals, but not any particular lines. I'm just trying to get the soft colors in there, and I'm going to change the value here a little bit to give me those folds in the petals in the next layer. So what creates that illusion is the value, not necessarily your lines. And that was something that I needed to learn. I'm also going to try to leave a little bit of the white of the paper. That helps keep it really fresh and bright. And I did do a little bit of lifting, you can see, on a few of the petals. So another part of painting flowers for me was having some patience letting things dry. I didn't often do that. So you'll notice I'm actually bouncing around. I'm letting those petals dry, and now I'm going into the stems and the underneath of the flower with a little bit of the olive green, and I still have that red mixture I had used before. So those two colors together are going to make a beautiful complementary brown that works and makes everything cohesive in my painting. I'm also going to try to darken on one side to give it, so it's not all, again, the same color, give it a little bit of depth by adding that lighter shade first and then the darker over it. Once those petals are dry, I'm going to go back in again with that red. Now I have a little bit of green mixed in there now. You can see that it's not just quite as pink as it was. And I'm leaving a little bit of white space around there because it might not be completely dry and I don't want that to bleed into that main petal shape that I first did. You'll notice I bounce around here. Going back to the leaves, we'll fill those in again with a lighter shade. I've got a little bit of rippling on the edge because those leaves do have a little bit of jaggedness to it. Now you can see the pencil lines over this, which is totally fine. And if you want to remove your pencil lines, just do a light erasing on yours before you start to paint it. Because remember, your pencil lines, if you paint over them, they will stay forever. You cannot erase them once you have watercolor on top. So now this is where everything starts to really take shape. I'm focusing mostly on overlapping some of those areas, going in a little bit deeper with some of the colors. I will say I still get frustrated with florals, but I did do a 7-day floral course, which was me trying to learn how to paint florals more loose. Now this one here is obviously that next step. It's got a little bit more details to it than my first version. So as I've played with this, I've gotten a little bit better. And if you want to join me on that journey, I do have the full class. I will link it down below for you. So a good rule is less is more with a lot of these. If you hit every edge, you tend to lose that softness. And at this point, I really loved the colors. I was trying to keep those earthy tones, mixing those browns in the stems. And I think this helps ground the piece, gives a little bit more contrast against the softness of the flower. So I am keeping everything loose. Again, quick strokes, trying not to overwork too much of this. So I always think to myself, is this a good time to stop? After I get those darker values in there, I go back into the main flower again to add a little bit more depth in there. But I will say at this point, it's, for me, the hardest part was knowing when to stop. Because sometimes you just want to add one more thing. And so I've learned that when I'm at that point, that's usually my sign to step away, because I think watercolor looks best. And I think I've said this a couple of times, 2 steps before you think you're done. Does that make sense? So sit on it, let it breathe a little bit. And then, if you feel like you want to come back to it a little bit later, then do that. If you're unsure, that's when you should stop. And again, go back with it with some fresh eyes at a later time. As a matter of fact, I will link for you my other rose that I did last year, so you could check that one out and see the difference between the two. So if you've been struggling with roses, try this approach. Start the light washes, build it slowly. Don't try to control everything, and see if that helps you. And if you enjoyed this one, I do have a full loose floral bunch of tutorials here. I've got a playlist that you can check out. And again, I will link that for you, or you can click on it at the end of the video. So I'm going to try not to overwork this one. I'm just going to just lightly soften again some of those little areas where the fold kind of throw your eye off. Fill in a little bit more so it looks, you're not really sure where the petals end and where they begin. And because we're not doing this super detail where we can spend a ton of time on it, I'm just going to soften everything so your eyes are going to fill in pretty much everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you didn't get a chance to watch the video where I did my iris, a yellow iris last year, I will link that below for you so you can check that one out. And just have fun with this one. Remember that, this one's not a blob. And I think I have another rose video I will also attach for you where I'm always struggling with roses. And I think it is important for you guys to see that struggle as well and know that, they don't always work out. I'm going to extend that one out just a little bit more. The bud's just opening up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Check out these videos next if you want to paint more florals. And thanks to my patrons for all your wonderful support, as well as my YouTube members. Have a great week.